That's right, we get to talk about Toon domination continuing on. Make sure you guys smash the link crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more on us. Now, yesterday we got to watch the entirety of the Japan Championships last games and actually, see the top duelist coming to town and actually performing very, very well. Now, the Japan Championship was a bout of 1,097 players, and this was an invite-only tournament comprising of winners from shop qualifiers, ranking duels, and of course, the Duelist Kingdom Cup itself. Now, there's a lot to emphasize here. First of all, Beyond the Brave was not legal for this. Interesting that they chose to have this tournament as like the last block without Beyond the Brave being legal, but I guess it sets a precedence that, Roll-Lad and things will be legal. So, you want things kind of be a little bit more stationary, but also, Toons here were allowed. So it's crazy that, you allowed Toons just kind of be this dominant force. Now, Toons ended up winning the event. Toon Tri-Brigade ends up existing now because guess what? The Bunny and the Comic Hand are both beast monsters. So they are actually just free fuel for you to be able to inject into your monsters and be able to use, which is kind of crazy to think about, that a Tri-Brigade build is now 100% fully feasible and actually did very well. We also got to see more Toons dipping on into third place, and then also Malice within top 4 as well. But down here in the top 8, we also get to see some other interesting things. We have Cool Toon kind of doing its job. I mean, Cool Toon is still very much alive. You lost some of the better cards that made your deck a little bit more of a consistent monster, but I mean, that's okay. Radiant Typhoon, Sky Striker, and that's something that we've been seeing a lot more. They're doing what we were kind of testing around with in theory, where, you would use the Radiant Typhoon cards to basically power up the deck and be able to try to turbo things a little bit easier. We also had Synchron Elf Note, gotta love to see that, and we had another Sky Striker deck. 2 Sky Striker decks made top 8. That's impressive. Now, top 16, we kind of get to see more of the rogue stuff kind of coming to the table. We had Luna Lights, Witchcrafter. We had some more cool Toons and more Toons. And then, of course, we got to see Radiant Typhoon. But we also got to see Blitzclick down here actually coming to the table, which was kind of cool. We do have their Blitzclick list. Wow. Actually getting the support off the Thunder Kings within this. Extra deck looks pretty stable for what you would expect. Vidos interactions. This looks like the standard good stuff. I also do see down here, we had Unchained. We also had Witchcrafter coming to the table as well. They're choosing to not play the manga promo in here, which I think is fine, but they have Warlord, Savage, and Baron, 2 of the more standardized extra deck creepers in the format. And then I see this Eldritch Rashad list. I'm sorry, you're telling me that Odeon paired up with my boy, the Golden Turd, and actually ended up having a amazing turnaround for a top 32 finish? Because that's exactly what I'm seeing here. Those are some pretty outlandishly interesting decks to see. Blitzclick, I'm not surprised. The Unchained, the Witchcrafter special, everything from Revolution Booster has been put up on a pretty decent pedestal, and it has really been doing, I think, well in the OCG side of things. Maybe not super competitively viable at every turn, but I mean, they're 100% here. We do get to see all the duels. Now let's talk about first place here. First place was, in fact, playing more of a pure Toon list. Now, the reason why this deck is so scary is because Protect Code Talker, Firewall Dragon unlock the extra deck. You get to see the Zena Twins here in this, but also they have the Link 1. Being able to step into Reproducus and then beam out the Link 1 here, and then, kind of just keep the Congo line of things going, was definitely one of the bigger emphasizers as to why this deck is successful right now. And I do like that, obviously, having the help here with this stuff is actually pretty decent. Also, the spin through these big guys. These guys help out a lot, and obviously this is kind of like your kill turn, right? Being able to get into, who would have guessed, right? Link 5 into Link 5 after you've already done what you want to do with this is cool. But also, I love the fact that they're playing the Flower Cardian in here, just as like the big synchro to toss out off of this. They are, in fact, playing Terraforming plus the extra Rainbow Bridges. So the Rainbow Bridge actually emphasizing to be a big help with this deck. Now, Tri-Brigade Toons. This was kind of a cool list, honestly. In terms of what you need to know about this is a Fiend monster, doesn't matter. These are Beast monsters. These are also Beast monsters. These guys help you go through your combo line, and, especially if you start off on, like, the Toon side of things as you're kind of going. So instead of, when you get to the double bunny side of things, you can, pivot into the Tri-Brigade stuff here, which should start the initial combo line for you to be able to do your thing. Like, that's the cool thing about this list, versus the Rizal variant. The Rizal variant, you get to the bunnies on the end of the combo. You dump out the bunnies for, duo drive, and then you start the combo line from there with that. This doesn't really care about that. This sees, the pivot into the Tri-Brigade stuff. It's really good. Also, the double Dragon Lords being an end board piece in this. Also, I did watch some hand ripping with this, which was kind of devastating, honestly. I do see also Gordian Slicers, and we also have the Bouncer here as well. Now, we do get to see more pure Toons down here. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, the pure Toon variants, they do kind of tend to be the same, but this one's not playing the Rainbow Bridge stuff, generically sacrificing its extra deck to get that guaranteed search. You don't always need it. I mean, like, it helps. Like, we're not going to take that away at any stretch of the imagination. You do want these good cards because they do actually help you out. Also, only playing the one Faceless Illusion Mage in here, Toon Terror and the Mind Shuffle, the generic Toon stuff to get the job done, but we're also doing the same extra deck stuff, the Reproducus, the Link 1 to, protect Kotak or make the Firewall Dragon, get that BSN board up and running, double Vidos, and then of course you do see we are doing a pointer. The fact that a pointer's still legal in the OCG very much is interesting to me. I would not expect that to continue to be a thing, but it is. And then we somehow had a Malice challenger. Like, a good job for Malice still somehow being here and like the top of the tournament series, still performing very, very well. Now this is kind of standard, right? Like, you have the code Heat of the Soul to be able to link this out into the Hydra Drive during the opponent's turn, which is one of my all-time favorite funny plays to do. But they also are playing a Solemn Accusation in the main deck. This is, to be fair, this is a card you can automatically beam out, get access to, because you're already going to get a trap card pulled out via the standard combo line for Malice anyway. So that's kind of a cool little DLC option that you kind of get, because, this can be activated by revealing a trap card. That's kind of cool, honestly. See, we have some, anti-fun down here. We also had our Cool Toon list. As you can see, this Cool Toon list actually chose to play not 2, but 3 of the Rotary Searcher. We still have 2 KTS built into the deck, which is fine. This is the best card this deck has emphasis to. And then, of course, I see Vidos and the rest of the friends here. We also got to look at Radiant Typhoon Sky Striker. There's the card that we don't have access to, but you get access to this. It bridges into the Sky Striker, or into the monsters. The monsters, unlike the Sky Striker package. And congratulations, you're off to the races. This is funny. We had 2 Trap Eater and a Spiritualism in the side deck. I'm sorry. We're playing Spiritualism in 2026? But this makes sense. It is a control card that is able to immediately bounce back the Toon Terror. That's kind of cool. Synchro Elf Note. This looks like a pretty standardized list. Especially pre all the Ars Magna stuff. You do get to play the junk stuff in here, which is pretty good. Baron to Floor, Gordian Slicer to kind of tear through some of the more unfun stuff. And then, of course, standardized extra deck good stuff. And then we had one more Sky Striker list down here, actually emphasizing the, no Radiant Typhoon cards, just playing the standardized good stuff. Upstart Roblins, Solemn Accusations in the side deck. That's a Japan Championship in a nutshell for you. Honestly, just looking at how the top cut works, before Beyond the Brave, it was just Toons, and it still is just a lot of Toons. And I do continue to expect it to be a whole lot of Toons. It's honestly quite impressive watching the Toons unfold and do what they need to do. So what do you guys think about everything? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.